Saturday. Do you know what today's date is? Today's Saturday, June something. I don't even know what the date is, but we are actually on our way to like a bird rescue because yesterday on Friday we had our family over to like hang out and have the kids swim and everything, and Ronan came inside and he said there's a bird on the ground. I'm not sure if it's alive or dead, but I think it's alive. And our 3 dogs, not really Winnie, but Daisy and Yoshi, they would eat the bird if they had the opportunity to. But we also have like our neighbors, a few neighbors around us, they let their cats outside, and so I'm like, this bird's not going to survive if we don't do something. So it was still alive when I got out there. We put it in a box, and then once it cooled down, we moved the bird into the garage overnight. We left the main door open, but we have a screen door so that the cats are always roaming at night. So I wanted to make sure the bird was safe. And now it's the next morning. It's still alive, and I think its wing is broken because it can't fly. It's a woodpecker. I forget which kind. We looked it up Ronan and I both looked it up on Google Lens to tell us what bird it was. So it's some sort of woodpecker, which we have a lot, especially like where our palm trees, we have lots of palm trees outside, and they love the palm trees. So it looks like a baby, but not like a little tiny baby. So anyways, I looked up a place that takes injured birds. You just put it in a cage on their property, and they have like volunteers and stuff that come and get the birds out of the cages. So that's what we're doing right now. But I wanted to vlog because this weekend is Father's Day, so we are going to be celebrating that. We're going to celebrate Josh tonight, and I'm planning on making a cheesecake, and tomorrow, and we're just gonna go swimming, hang out with the kids. That's what we're up to today. And then tomorrow we're taking my dad out to dinner for his Father's Day. So I just wanted to vlog this weekend, and I'll show you guys the bird. It like pooped in the box though, so just forewarned, it's yuck. But on its feathers, like on the tail area, I'll include a picture because you can't see right now where it's sitting like in the corner, but on its tail, its feathers form like a little heart. It's so cute. So I will include a picture, but I'll show you guys the bird. You guys are not gonna believe this. We're coming outside because we are gonna be, Josh is trying to finally fix the grill. Not fix it, but adapt it to warn me if they're gonna come peck my head. Adapt it to our natural gas. If you guys saw the last vlog, I kind of explained it in that. So earlier this morning we had to take the baby woodpecker to the sanctuary, and Josh came outside, and then he just texted me because I'm inside about to wrap gifts, and he said we have another baby woodpecker. And the dogs were, did the dogs get it? The baby bird was pecking at the dogs because the dogs are trying to get it. So this one is in much better condition than the other baby that we found earlier, but it can't fly. And the mom though, I'll show you guys in a second, she is watching us because I want to scoop it up so I can transport it, but the mom is watching us, and the woodpeckers will chase after you and they will try to peck you. So I don't know like what to do. There's the mom right there. She's got her mouth open. She's mad. And I don't want to get too close because I don't want to piss the mom off, but there's a little baby. What are we supposed to do? Should we maybe just leave it out here and not let the dogs out here for a minute? And see if the mom comes? The mom can't scoop it up, right? And I know that she'll abandon it anyways because of us, probably. I won't touch it. The baby bird yesterday, I only grabbed it with the glove. I wouldn't touch it with my human hands because I've heard, like, if baby birds are touched by human hands, the mom will abandon them. So I made sure to be careful with that. But the sanctuary the guy did not sound promising when we dropped it off. He said it is a girl because it has a spot on its head, but it says his eyes aren't open. That's not a good sign. It means most likely they're blind. This one eye is closed and one eye seems to be cracked open. It has flies all over it already though, babe. Yeah, this eye is open. I scared it, poor thing. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. There's another one up there though. I'm thinking they fell out of that tree. And I hear another bird up there. It's okay, I'm leaving. I'm going. Why does it look like that now? It looks like it turned its head like it's dead. Oh, yep, look at that. That's probably another mom in there. And you can hear all the babies. You hear them? Oh, there she goes. It's going right to the other mom. Now they're talking. There has to be other birds up there. I'm back in my room. We told the kids just not to let the dogs outside. And we are going to make dinner because we need to eat dinner. So we're going to make dinner. The cheesecake is still baking. And then we are most likely going to have to scoop this baby up and take it to the rescue. They have a 24-hour drop box off at the location. It's cages, and they have volunteers checking on the cages frequently, and I think they have cameras so that they know when someone places a bird. So thankfully, because I don't know though, because last night it was too dark and we didn't even see any other birds flying around, but this time there's at least two. But unfortunately, when I was walking around the tree to see if there were any more, there was another one, but it is past. So I don't have any attachments to these birds, but any animal, any living, like any being, I was going to say human, but any living animal, human, whatever, like I care deeply. So I just feel like very sad because it's safest for us to scoop up that baby bird safely and take it to the sanctuary, but then I'm removing it from the moms that are out there. Like, I'm stealing their babies, but I want the babies to have a chance to live, because if not, it's going to end up like that third one in the rocks passed. So I'm so conflicted, but I'm just going to let it chill out there for a little bit, and then I'm going to decide. So I'll keep you guys updated, but for now, I'm about to wrap Josh's gift and my dad's gift, but first I wanted to show you guys what I got them. Not much. Obviously, if you saw the last vlog, like I mentioned earlier, we got a new grill that is part of Josh's Father's Day gift. Now, he did know about it, but that's because I am not very knowledgeable about grills and everything. I've purchased him a Blackstone before, and he does not like the Blackstone. I personally want to learn how to cook on the Blackstone more, so unfortunately it kind of got rusty, so we have to totally clean it and re-season it and everything. So I'm going to be doing that eventually here, but the new grill that we got, this will be our first time using it since we have to do the conversion, like I mentioned in the last video, the last vlog. So yeah, that was part of his Father's Day gift, a bigger one, but he deserves it, and it's kind of, you know, a family gift. So these gifts that I got him are for him and not the family. First things first is this engraved bracelet Sorry, the lighting's not very good in here. And it is in olive green, forest green color. And it has a pine tree. And then I paid to have the engraving done on the back. And it says BTP with a heart, which is Beyond the Pines, which is the song on my arm. I will meet you there, Beyond the Pines. It's a song by Thrice. And you guys, if you are followers, you know we love Thrice. And so I got an olive green one, but sorry, I have to face the camera again. There was a little mishap, and the very first bracelet had the wrong engraving. They put BPT, and even though when I ordered it, I had to make sure that I wasn't the one who made the mistake. So I messaged them because I got it off of Etsy, and they got back to me right away. They were really apologetic, and I told them, I said, I absolutely love the bracelet. However, you know, the personalization, which you have to pay for extra, is not correct. And we got to talking, and I was telling her about the story behind why the pine trees mean something special to us, what BTP means, and she was just so sweet, and she sent me a picture of the view from the warehouse where they make these. Just a small owned business, and it is pine trees. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this was not meant to be, oh my gosh, chills. So after exchanging conversations and everything, she sent me one too. And she put that in the note that she thought I should have one too. And she sent this to me for free. And I cried because I'm such an emotional person. So I did cry. So this is the brand Kanuku. And I will have their Etsy linked in the description box down below, because they don't have just pine bracelets. They have lots of other like engravements, and it's a small business. So if you can support a small business and you're looking for something similar to this for any gift, male, female, friend, family, spouse, anything, these would make a great gift. So not sponsored. I did buy this on my own, but I did want to just do a little shout out to them because their customer service top notch. I already shared these in a haul that I did, but these are just some candies we got. So if you guys watched my haul, you would have already seen these, but we got him those candies. And then last but not least, we got him this book. This book was actually sent to me from the brand, but not sponsored here on YouTube. Actually, it's not sponsored. It is gifted. And they gifted this to me to share on Instagram, which I already did. So some of you may have already seen it, but it is called If a Famous Artist Painted, and this could be anybody's name. We put Dad. The brand is called Two Worlds. And we just did a little dedication to Dad, a masterpiece of a father painted in love, strength, and the boldest strokes of devotion. Happy Father's Day to the man who colors our world. And I had to upload Josh's pictures, and then it says, like, if Leonardo da Vinci painted Josh, that's what he would come out as. If Raphael painted him, Vermeer, I can't. This book absolutely cracks me up, and I know that Josh is gonna love it. Hokusai, maybe. I'm probably not saying that artist's name correctly. These are all Josh's pictures, though. They just used a variety of the ones I uploaded. This one is one of my favorites. Van Gogh. Look how cool that looks. I love it so much. Isn't this so cool? Some of these don't look exactly like them, like Josh, but it just matches the artist's. Doesn't he look like Abu, the monkey from Aladdin? I think he does. This one's fun too. So this is the gift from the kids, and I think he's going to love it because he loves art and Victorian style stuff and like his office. It's just, I think he's going to really, really love it. For my dad, we got him this shirt. I have two titles, Dad and Papa, and I rock them both. And then we got him this really cool tumbler. best papa ever with a flag, and he's going to love that. He can take this camping, fishing. He's living that retired life, so he could take this anywhere he wants on the go. And so these are the gifts. I'm going to go ahead and get them wrapped and then finish up dinner and dessert and figure out what to do with the baby bird. Now I am just prepping dinner. We had some sauteed onions and mushroom, which we served along with some steaks. And we also got lamb chops from Sam's Club, and surprisingly, most of the kids liked them. Wasn't sure if they were going to. And then we also had some corn on the cob. Dinner turned out so yummy. Definitely hit the spot. Oh yeah, and some of these twice baked potatoes, which are also from Sam's Club. They're in the already pre-made food section. Now it is time to make the Biscoff cookie butter cheesecake. You will start off by making the crust. Melt 5 tablespoons of butter. And then take 25 to 30 Biscoff cookies. You can crush them up in a Ziploc bag or put them in the blender or food processor to make that step a lot easier. You will combine the crushed up cookies and the melted butter in a bowl. And then take a spring form pan and spray it with nonstick cooking spray and press the crust mixture into the bottom of the pan. And then you are going to put it into a preheated oven, 325 degrees. Bake the crust for 8 to 10 minutes, and then you are going to let it cool. While that process is happening, you are going to make the filling. And this trick to make the filling for a cheesecake in a blender came from my friend Amanda. Her channel is Amanda Arujo, I believe is how you say her last name. And I will have her channel linked in the description box. She is a mama of 4 as well, and she has a lot of amazing, motivating content. So definitely check out her channel. So back to the cheesecake. For the filling, you will take 3 blocks of cream cheese brought to room temperature. And then you'll put that into the blender. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 eggs, and 1 cup of sour cream. I do not add the entire cup of sour cream because Josh doesn't like sour cream at all, and so I didn't want it to be as tangy. And I also added just a pinch of salt. Oh, and I forgot to mention the sugar. You're also going to add 1 1/4 cup of sugar to the mixture as well. So once everything is added to the blender, you are going to combine it all till it's nice and creamy. You don't want any chunks in there, so make sure it's really smooth and creamy. This next step is completely optional, but I do highly recommend it. We took about a cup or so of the Biscoff cookie butter and added it to the warm crust. I think next time I would rather melt the butter before adding it to the crust so it doesn't lift any of the crust up. But since the crust was still a bit warm, it started to melt the cookie butter, and so it was easier to spread. So we put that on top of the crust, and then we went ahead and poured the cream cheese mixture right on top. See how easy this process is using the blender, and it comes out perfect every single time. So once the mixture is completely added to the pan, you will put it into the oven, and this time you're going to cook it at 350 degrees for about 50 minutes. Once the 50 minutes is up, do allow it to cool before adding the topping. For the topping, I did 1 cup of the Biscoff cookie butter and about a half cup of these Hershey cream cheese chips. This is completely optional, this whole topping step, But again, I highly recommend it. Lots of yummy flavor added to the cheesecake. Once these 2 ingredients are melted, I took the sides of the pan off, and then I poured the topping on top of the cheesecake, and perfection. I highly recommend for you guys to make this, and I will say that my cheesecake was still a little bit warm. It wasn't cool when we served it because it was getting late because of the whole bird saga. We were running a bit behind. So this tasted better the next day after it had sat in the fridge overnight and got nice and chilled. The next day it tasted so much better. So if you plan to make this for a get together, a gathering, a celebration, whatever, I highly recommend to make it the night before, or maybe make it in the morning and serve it at night. That way it's nice and chilled and just has that better chilled, cool flavor like cheesecake normally does. And this just, the crust, the cheesecake, and then the topping, all of these layers of flavor, it turned out so good. I was contemplating on making my own cheesecake business, but I'm not even close to being there yet. But I do highly recommend making this if you love cheesecake. So some of my kids do not like cheesecake, and this was another request from Josh: a simple yellow cake mix with chocolate frosting. It is one of his favorite cakes. Very simple, store-bought mixes, store-bought frosting, but he loves it. So I went ahead and made this as well. Try my cheesecake. It turned out so good, like picture perfect. You trying it? It's good. It's very sweet though. You like it? After we enjoyed our cheesecake, it was time for Josh to open his gifts. Mia made him this card, and it was just hilarious. Have a Shrek-tastic Father's Day. And has Shrek with that big booty. And you guys will also get to see in just a moment Josh's reaction to opening the book where the artist painted him, and he will get to see his own photos. His reaction is priceless. Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
What? What is this?
Looks like you, doesn't it?
Oh, the first one does more.
You have to do that face. Do that face.
I do the pimp suit first.
That's like what a lady wears. It's a girl in the original photo.
That's a pimp suit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that hat. I can get down with that.
Oh.
I like that one.
What? That was supposed to be me?
Yeah, I know.
So she just put me neon one with the boobs.
Imagine. It's because that's the style of paintings they do. Really long necks.
What?
Oh, whoa.
That looks like a leprechaun.
No.
Yes, it does.
It looks like a boo from Aladdin.
Very interesting.
This is later that night. We were trying to look for the bird. Liam and I both swore we heard little chirpings in these bushes. And so Mia, Liam, Josh, and I are all out here with our flashlights trying to see if we could find the bird. And we had no luck. And then I rewatched the Ring camera, which I'll show you in a minute. I did a screen record, and you can see the bird fly over the wall. So I assumed it was able to fly away. All was good. But there is more to this story because the next day the bird returns. So it's kind of fuzzy because, again, this is a slowdown of a screen capture and it just wasn't like the best quality. But there goes the bird right over the wall. And so I had to get the kitchen cleaned. I didn't want to film and bore you guys with the whole process. So I just did a quick little transition. But I did leave the sink cleaning in here because to me, it's so satisfying to see a sink get cleaned and then it's nice and sparkly and clean. And that's how I like to go to bed. It doesn't happen every single night. I am only human. But most nights I try to make sure the kitchen gets cleaned and the sink is emptied and sparkly clean so we are starting off the next day with a clean slate. But again, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes I'm too tired or sometimes the dishwasher gets loaded, but the things that need to be hand washed get left in the sink until the next day because that is just real life. And I always am sharing real life here on my channel. But it is time to start the dishwasher. I just use these dishwashing packs from Sam's Club. They're the Members Mark brand, and to me they work just as good as the name brand. And then we were watching This Is Us. This show has been out quite a long time, many years, but I just now got around to watching it, and I highly, highly recommend this show. It's the next day. It's Sunday now. Last time we were out here because we were going to get the bird and put it in a box and put it in the garage. And, oh my gosh, my eyes are watering. This is so bright. We couldn't find it. We thought we heard it chirping in the bushes. And we were all out here with our flashlights and we could not find it. And so I looked back at the Ring camera and it doesn't record unless it's usually like human motion. Like it won't record the birds flying around. But Ronan was walking out here and so it tripped like the Ring to record. And you could see the bird go from the grass up into the wall. Like it there's the mom. She's watching me. Like you could see it go from the grass up to the wall, but then you don't see where it goes. So I'm like, well, it can't fly like away because it's injured, and I don't think the moms can pick it up, right? So I was just editing, and Josh came. He's like, don't let the dogs out, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it back? And he's like, yeah, it's trying to get up the wall. So I know, I don't know. You probably can't see her. She's on that palm tree. There she goes. She's trying so hard to get her baby. There's two moms. Are they both moms? I don't know. Like a mom and a dad? Probably a mom and a dad. Trying so hard to get this baby, and I don't know what to do. Because I don't want to take it to the rescue, but then I feel like I should because it will die out here. Unfortunately, there's cats, and we aren't letting our dogs out here because they have a dog run, so they're secure. They can still use the bathroom, but I'm not in control of the neighbor's cats. So, and I don't know if it's going to be able to get off the ground. There she is again. So, I don't know what to do. I feel sad. So yesterday when I thought it flew away, I was kind of like relieved. I was like, okay, it's gone. Because I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but we found a third one on the ground behind another bush, but that one was unfortunately passed. So now these parents have lost two. One passed away. One I had to take to the rescue, and now there's this one. So there's a little update. I don't know what to do. I was kind of like at peace knowing it flew away, but then it really didn't. So I'll show you guys her. She's in the corner now. She was just on the wall, like on the corner of the wall hanging, but I know. She's staring right at me, the mom or the dad, whatever. There she goes. I don't want to get too close, but there's the baby right there. Right in the corner. Right there. Later on, we met up with my dad and we took him to Red Lobster for dinner. And I didn't pick up my phone because I was just in the moment with my family. But then Josh and I stopped by over into Lowe's because we are still on the hunt for a refrigerator and one that is a good price but fits our needs, what we're looking for. If you guys saw my last vlog, I mentioned we were going to be buying a fridge. So spoiler alert, we finally found the one that we want, and I will be showing you here in just a moment. We waited another week and a half, I believe it's been, to buy it, and it went down another $100, if not $150. And Lowe's offers free shipping, so it'll actually be here this coming week. And I'm planning on doing a fridge clean out of the old fridge and restocking the new fridge over on my cleaning channel, Tackle It with Britt. So definitely head over there, subscribe if you aren't already, hit the notification bell so that you know when I post. But this is the fridge that we chose, and it has all of the bells and whistles, really cool, unique features that other fridges don't have, like this shelf that easily moves. And another really cool feature is the water bottle. The filling station, the water filling station, it detects what size your cup or water bottle is, and so it's hands-free. You could just leave the cup there, walk away, and it will fill itself, which is so unique. And it also has 2 ice makers. So it has the ice maker where the water filling station is, but it also has an ice maker in the freezer with a little bucket and a scoop. So we will have plenty of ice, because if you watched my last vlog, you heard me say that is why we are on the hunt for a new refrigerator, because the ice machine and the one in the kitchen does not work and our other ice machine broke. And so we would rather invest money into a refrigerator with an ice maker that works versus just a standalone ice machine. We are back outside because the baby bird came back, and we researched on like the best way to handle this situation, and it was said to get a box, make a makeshift nest with some leaves, paper towel, sticks. We put a little water dish in there, and it says to put it up in a tree so that the mom and dad can access the baby bird and still feed it to make sure, it doesn't get malnourished, and that it will eventually fly away whenever it's old enough or big, strong enough to do so. Because as you saw in the Ring camera capture, this bird can fly, but it just needed a little bit more time to be strong enough to fly far distances. And this part here, I fell over. I tripped over the basketball hoop, and oh my gosh, the whole time I was falling, which felt like slow motion, I was just trying to avoid the concrete ledge. But we safely got the baby bird into the box, and then Josh took it up and put it in the makeshift nest box that we made. We put it on a branch and then screwed it into the tree. And the next day, we went out there in the morning, and Josh got up on the ladder, checked the nest that we made, and the baby bird was not in there. So I will only like to believe and hope that it somehow was able to fly away, and it is reunited with its mom, its dad, its siblings, and all is happy and all is well. because this was quite the weekend with all of these birds. So this is the first one, and I just wanted to include the picture of the heart on its feathers. I just thought that was so cute. And, you know, we definitely tried our best with these baby birds, and hopefully 2 out of 3 were saved, because by the time I found the third one, it was a little too late. But we had a wonderful weekend. Josh had a great Father's Day, and he felt all of the love and appreciation, and we just had a lot of family time filled with yummy food and yummy treats. And I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. If you happen to be new here, please hit subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know, what did you guys do over Father's Day, if you celebrated your spouse or your father or just a special man in your life. I hope you guys are all doing well. Be sure to stay tuned for some more hauls and vlogs coming very soon. See you guys all in the next one. Take care. Bye.